Hello, today is Thursday, 13th of July. My name is Andrei Buchins, and today we will take a look at what happened with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market in the last 24 hours. Okay, let's dive in. If we look at Bitcoin yesterday was a big day because the inflation data for June came out for America, and it was only 3%, which is less than in May. In May was 4%, expected was 3.1%, and it looks like the policy of hiking interest rates works. Inflation is now less than interest rates, which will be again discussed in the next 13 days. But the probability that the Fed will raise again for 0.25 points is almost 92%, which is surprising. I don't know what the Fed is thinking, why they want to raise more, because now target rate is 5%, inflation is 3%. I think this is enough. They don't have to do it anyway. The response was like this. When the news came out, inflation lower than expected, Bitcoin goes down because of this. But we are still consolidating. Bitcoin is waiting for the big news. The big news, the biggest narrative is the approval of the first Bitcoin spot ETF market. This is the event that Bitcoin is waiting for, not inflation, not interest rates. So we have to be alert. When is the first major possible date to be focused on? It's the 12th of August. This is the date when the ARK Invest application for first Bitcoin ETF fund will be discussed by regulators. So until then, I don't think there is enough power to go outside this consolidation range, which is here. This is the consolidation range for Bitcoin. This is almost, let's take a look. How big is this range? This range is narrow. It's very narrow. It's less than 5% up or down. So inside this range, you can only trade with leverage, and with leverage, the best result you will have if you learn how to read naked price action. What do I mean with this? I mean to discover, to be able to identify where are the most recent liquidity zones. These are the zones where traders had time to bet short or long. For example, in this 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, traders yesterday had time to bet short, and the ones they did, they are in profit now, and I bet that they still have open short positions. So this is the fresh liquidity zone. Here are the stop losses which can be taken out and will be taken out with the big dynamical players like Binance Futures. They see everything what they have under their control on their platform. So this is the first target. Also, the second target to be taken out is here in 2 hours, and also here, for example, probably. So we have a fresh liquidity on the upper side, and also here in these 2 hours, 2 hours, also traders bet long, and I bet they are still open this position. So my trading idea would be bet go long, but not from here, because if we bet here long and target this, we don't have enough space to put the stop loss to not be liquidated. It's better, in my opinion, to think like this. Okay, I will try to enter long here when this liquidity, if this liquidity gets taken out first, somewhere here. This would be the perfect entry point for long position, and this would be my first target, second target, and the third target would be here. So we have the final target it's 2.68%. Now, where to put the stop loss? We have to think like this. Okay, I put stop loss so that I have risk reward, for example, 1 to 4, because the main goal in trading is to take on the long term at least 2 times more profit than the risk. And that's why we are taking the profit as we go along. On the way up, the first target would be the same as stop loss. So, like, for example, around here. Yeah. So 0.67%. This would be the first target. Of course, we do it with leverage. With 10 times leverage, it's 6.7%. It's not nothing, okay? So this is my trading idea, but it's not guaranteed. If the Bitcoin doesn't go down to take out this low liquidity, we will not enter a position, but it's okay. We are looking for ideal situation, not perfect, but ideal. So this is everything regarding Bitcoin. If we look at the Binance altcoin situation, spot market, we see WazirX, DIA, Power Ledger, LQTY. These are the 4 altcoins that have risen the most in the last 24 hours. And let's take a look if anyone is interested to be bought for short time swing trade. Okay, this is WazirX. Okay, we see here this was one wave up, correction, and the price went outside our buying range, and it's now trending down. This is not a good sign. Also, volume up and down. We can skip WazirX. Let's look at DIA. This is the second altcoin we see. Here was the pump, correction, a little wave up, and now also no more buyers. If there are no more buyers, why should we buy? We can skip this. Okay, let's look at Power Ledger. Power Ledger versus Tether. Okay, here was the last correction. Okay, we can all see this, and this is the wave up, and now we can take a look. If this is the top of the first wave and this is the bottom, we have a clear picture where to enter. We can set the limit buy order on this green price. This is our entry point. Our stop loss should be here around 4 or 5% lower, and the main target would be 4 times that. That is this blue price. The blue price exactly 18% and something. So we have risk reward ratio of 1 to 4, and the first target to take, for example, 10% of position is the same as stop loss, is 4.54. The only missing data is how much should we put in this idea. Not more than, for example, that we lose altogether 2%. So if stop loss is less than 5, around 40% of our trading capital we can put in this idea. Okay, and the last one, LQTY. LQTY versus Tether on 1 hour chart. Okay, let's look. Okay, we see here wave 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, this is it for today. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.